Hey guys, hope you all are doing great. This is Pushan and you guys are watching Penguin Graphy. So today I'll be doing this painting that you have just seen a few moments ago. And first I'm going to draw the base of my painting, the solid colors like the field, the background of the field and the tree, also the sky. This is going to be a very easy kind of tutorial, so I hope you will watch till the end. First I'm going to draw the base. As you can already see that I'm drawing the base, and I'm moving into the tree with the brown kind of color, and here I'm drawing the tree body. At first I usually take a lot of time while drawing the tree body because I think that it needs some art inside of it. Well, it's not possible to think of the tree before starting your painting. It's a very random kind of process. You can never be so sure about the tree trunks and the branches of it. So I prefer drawing very randomly, and it ends up into something. Sometimes it turns out to be something great, sometimes it's a complete disaster. So here you can see that I'm drawing the edges of the branches. I'm trying to make them a bit sharp. As soon as I'm done with drawing the tree, the base of the tree, I'm moving to the background, and I want to add few random trees behind my scene. Behind the green field, the light colored green field, as you can see, and I'll be adding 4 or 5 trees like that, and the branches will be very random. It's a very fast and easy way to draw the background of your painting. I think I'm not going to add any kind of bush behind of the painting. I think I'm going to keep it very simple, like 4 or 5 trees, and that's it, and some leaves on them. This painting is going to be very short and very easy. Here I'm adding the last tree, I guess. I hope you can understand that I'm using a very solid kind of brush for the tree drawing, because I do not like the kind of brush for solid paintings which has some kind of gap between its texture. So a solid brush is very good because it gives you a very clean kind of texture for your solid objects. Now I'm looking for a blend brush. I think this one is quite good, and I'll be blending the sky color. It's a very good brush. I don't know from where I have downloaded it, but I think from KD community website. I don't know. I don't remember actually. Now I'm adding some texture on top of my tree body. As you can see on my right, I'm using the clipping mask inside of a group, the group that contains all the things of my tree. And I'm going to add some yellowish kind of lighting, some highlighting inside of the tree body. I think the color of the tree is quite light, so I'm making it a bit dark. And now we will move on to our next step, which is the grass of the field. I'm adding a very random brush tip which has a grass kind of texture. I'm going to add some colors, and for that I'll be adding some value because it gives a more dark and light kind of randomized coloring for a particular brush tip. So here I'm adding the green kind of field texture, grass texture, and now I'm moving into the front field, and I'm adding bigger strokes because the front field should have bigger strokes because I'm closer to the front field. So I think we are done with the field and the grass. Now we'll be adding some flowers. For that I'm selecting a particular brush, any kind of flower texture that you prefer. I'm using a very random kind of splat brush, or I don't know what do they call it, some grain kind of brush. Now I'm going to add few little green dots on top of the field because it will look a bit real. Now let's go to our background field, and as you can see I'm drawing some random grass texture on top of it so that it looks quite realistic because the field was looking quite flat. Now I have also added few yellow kind of flowers on top of both of the fields, the front and the background field. Now some leaves texture on top of our tree. I'll be adding some leaf texture behind of the tree as well, and some leaves for the background trees, but the leaves are smaller now. This is a watercolor texture, so in few of the area it will look quite light, and in few of the area it will look quite dark, and I think this texture is really beautiful. I am changing the color as well. Now let's move on to our next step, is the flower, and I'm going to add some dandelion kind of things. I have got this brush from different websites, so I don't actually remember from which website I have downloaded which brush, but you will find them as well. All of these are free. I never use paid brushes. I do not pay for brushes because there are so many out there for free, then why would I pay for it? Come on. Now let's move on to the next thing, which is the clouds. I'm going to add 2 layers of the clouds. The first one is the overlay. I will be making the blend mode to overlay, and then the next layer should have the side blend mode. And as you can see that the lower portion of the cloud, I'm erasing it a bit, not fully, with a low opacity, and I'm blending it so that it looks quite blended with the sky. The next thing, and we're almost done with our painting, the next thing is adding some color on top of our sky. I'm adding some color on top of my painting with the help of the airbrush, and then I'm making it overlay blend mode. Then I'm adding few more layers. Now this is the most amazing and most important part of the paint, that is the color grading, and I spent a lot of time on this particular part because I think having proper colors for your painting is very important. So I'm trying to balance all the things, and I'm trying to change the colors, the hue, the saturation, and sometimes I'm adding overlays, and I'm using the airbrush more often. So this is a very random kind of process. When I'm happy with my painting, but I want to be more happy with the coloring process, so I'm changing all the things the way I want. So we are at the very last stage of our painting, and I think this is going to be the last overlay that I'm adding. And as you can see, I usually add airbrush effect, then I use the overlay blend mode for the layer. And so this is my final results, I believe. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to my channel, share my videos with your friends. Have a nice day everyone. Thank you so much for watching.